Hi everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. This is the preview of West Ham's trip to Stretford in Greater Manchester, where we take on the new League Cup winners Manchester United for a fifth round of the FA Cup this Wednesday night, 7:45 kickoff under the lights at the Old Trafford Stadium, live on ITV1. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, but as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's also Man United retro gear in there as well, along with Admiral and Umbro track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as always, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter over the last few years to help people get food on their tables for those that are really struggling to make ends meet. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to your respective club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate than you and I. So as always guys, let's start off the video by talking about the officials. The referee for this game is Michael Salisbury. His assistants are Gary Beswick and Simon Long. The fourth official is David Webb. As this is an all Premier League encounter, we have VAR, which is Simon Hooper, and his assistant is Sean Massey Ellis. So last time out when we went to Old Trafford to play Man United in the FA Cup was back in February 21, where we'd lost 1-0 from a goal from McTominay in the additional time. Now, Man United's journey in the FA Cup is basically this. Man United beat Everton 3-1 at home in the third round and then beat Reading at home 3-1 in the fourth round to set up another home clash with us. Now, are we sensing a little bit of bias here somewhat? I know it's all unplanned and all the rest of it, but come on. The amount of FA Cup home games these guys get is ridiculous. Now, Ten Hag's go-to formation in the Cup seems to be the majority of the time a 4-2-3-1. So I do think a variation of the 4-3-3, which we'll talk about in the starting 11 conversation in a little while, I do think that would be the best way to try and exploit the gaps that Man United did show a little bit of during the League Cup final against Newcastle. I thought Newcastle played very well for what they were doing, but Man United just had that little cutting edge, and of course the scoreline says that exact thing, but it was a very entertaining game to watch nonetheless. Now, looking at injuries for Man United, Van der Beek is being assessed for a knee injury. Eriksen is being assessed as well for an ankle injury, but it seems to be like he's going to be out for another month at least. Martial is also being assessed for a hip injury, but seems likely to be missing this game. Marcus Rashford did start against Newcastle yesterday for the League Cup final, but he was having a bit of a niggle, so he may or may not be playing. I've got a funny feeling he probably will be. This is West Ham after all, and you know, we're not going to talk about Mason Greenwood. It's just not relevant in any shape or form. Now, players to look out for. It's no surprise that Marcus Rashford is the highest goal scorer in all competitions. But in terms of everything else, guys, I'm not going to talk about their weaknesses and the strengths. We all know what those are, time memorial. But as I say, the players to look out for, it's everyone, guys. It really, really is. They've got an unbelievably good coordinated squad. Ten Hag has been working some miracles there. He really genuinely has done. So yeah, it's not going to be the easiest of games in any shape or form, but at the same point, guys, we should be going out and trying to give them a bit of a grief. Now, this is the starting 11 that I think Ten Hag is going to put out. So, guys, let's now turn over to the Patreon analysis for this. If you want to become a Patreon, links in the description. £2.50 plus VAT a month, or £3 plus VAT a month. You spend more down the pub in the entire year, in the entire night than you do in the entire year being a Patreon. So I'm also doing weekly match day blogs the day after, so I've been doing it for 2 weeks straight now. I'm really enjoying putting my thoughts down. It's a little bit longer than I was originally planning, but there's more and more content I'm trying to add every single time. So guys, let's now jump over to the analysis of the away team for the Patreons. Okay guys, let's talk about West Ham now. Our journey in the FA Cup was beating Brentford 1-0 away in the third round, and then a very, very good opponent in Derby 2-0 away in the fourth round. So again, checks and balances. We've got 3 away games in the FA Cup. It's ridiculous. It's so fucking stupid. But you know, we had a really, really good performance against Forest at the weekend. Yesterday, so actually Saturday, I should say, because obviously you guys are probably going to be seeing this very, very late by the time this is all edited and put up. Had some really bad technical issues. Once again, the computer decided to do an update, which took about almost an hour to do. It was ridiculous. But anyway, so yeah, I am buoyed by the Forest game, but I don't think it's enough of a turnaround to be very confident about this game, which I'll go into for the Patrons a little bit more. But turning to injuries, Cornet is still being assessed and is a potential return for Brighton away at the time of this recording. That's according to premierinjuries.com. X hasn't put any information out to say that that's going to be the case, but other than the fact they are still monitoring him. Soufal is being rested from a heel injury he picked up from the 4-0 victory over Nottingham Forest. Zuma is 25% chance of being back for this game with his thigh injury, but I reckon he's just going to be on the bench, guys. I really genuinely do. Now, it'd be lovely, of course, to have a decent run against Man United. I do think there's going to be a few changes. Not as many as people think, I should imagine, because we are still waiting on a few things here and there. I don't want David Moyes to throw this in any shape or form. You know, I keep saying it every single video, we haven't won the FA Cup or any other league, any other cup for that matter, bar the Intertoto and bar the odd playoff final since the day I was born. We've been waiting almost 43 years for that, and we shouldn't be waiting this anymore. I agree with what Declan Rice said, that, you know, we have the squad to have a decent run, if not win trophies. I agree, and Paquetá has been saying the same thing. Now, you can argue from one point of view that that's going to be a bit of boardroom spill for the populace, but I do genuinely think this is probably about the best chance we've got as any. So, guys, this is the starting 11 that I'm hoping, and I know full well David Moyes is not going to do to the letter, but if I was Moyes, I would be putting out this starting 11, and I want to know what your starting 11 is, guys, as well. So this is the starting 11 that I'm hoping we're going to see on Wednesday night, or probably tomorrow night by the time most of you watch this. Areola in goal, with a back four of Johnson, Kehrer, Aguerd and Creswell. Rice, Souček and Downs in the midfield positions, supporting Bowen, Scamacca and Benrahma up front. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As I said, put your comments in the comment section below at any point in this video. And of course, let me know what you're thinking. Do you agree with my starting 11? Do you agree with my formation? If not, let me know. I really, really know what you're thinking. I'm always interested to see what your thoughts are, as long as they're respectful and have some form of point. Because we've been getting some really weird ones recently, which is I find flattering that people have got nothing better to do than sit behind their phones and coming on and trying to give me abuse without actually giving any justification whatsoever. So that's cool. That's fine. Do what you want to do, guys. At the end of the day, it counts as views and it helps the channel. So go. Fill your boots, boys. Fill your boots. But yeah, put your comments in the comment section below. We will be doing the live watch along on Wednesday night for it, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves. Keep warm, because it's still going to be a little bit cold over the next week or so. And I hope to see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.